What up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're back in the Prelude, well working on the Prelude, and I've had a bad power steering hose for a long time. You can see where it's, well that's actually PB blaster, but it leaks everywhere and it leaves a mess. So today we're gonna be changing it, and I ordered this one online, so we're gonna unbox this real quick and then I'm gonna show you guys how to change it. Alright, and I got this on eBay, so hopefully it fits. It's 100 per 4, who knows, let's see. That's the part number, made in good old China. Let's see, that's what it looks like. So right off the bat, I saw another guy changing this on YouTube. He did the same thing. This is stickers, so I need longer bolts, which I'll show you guys where to get those from and what to look for. But this goes all the way through here. I don't know if you can see, but that's the sensor that goes to the power steering for pressure. Who knows? I honestly don't know. But down there, you're gonna see two hoses. Mine has a ton of oil, but pretty much you do the one that's closest to the front. That's the one that you gotta loosen up, and it should just have a nut. And this nut goes to this part over here on the hose, the other end. And this goes into your steering rack, so you go bada boom, bada boom, and this should just go in there, and then that sensor goes in here, and then you're done. So let's get to it. Alright guys, I finally got this loosened up, and you can see it's all the way down there. So you gotta squeeze your arm down here, and a lot of people get stuck on this because it's really hard to remove. I actually ended up going to Harbor Freight and I grabbed one of these, and these extended wrenches, and this is the one that really did the job. You can kind of see how it's semi-boxed in. That's the one I used. I tried a regular one and I just could not get any leverage, and it's really tight squeeze down here anyway, so you really can't really get in there. But yeah, if you want to make it easy on yourself, go grab yourself one of these if a regular one does not work for you. Now that I got that one off, I'm going to loosen these two. These are really easy, just two 10mm, and then this should come off. You may just have to loosen this bracket, and then we'll just pull everything out. And this is off. Now this, we gotta somehow maneuver out of there. It's gonna be a pain. And I forgot to mention, to make room, I ended up taking this vacuum hose off. I think I set it somewhere over here. And I took this sensor off of here. Just remember to replace anything back if you take it off. But let's see if this comes off. Just gonna wiggle it around. Took this one off too, it's in the way, so just remember this goes here, the other one goes over there. You can kind of tell where they go anyway. One's closer to that side, one's closer to this side. Alright guys, here's the old one. Now something I didn't know in advance is that there's a clamp that holds this part down, and some people remove it. I think it's a 10mm, and I was going to remove it, but then I realized that the clamp that's down there, it's like this, and it's bolted down on the right side. So what I did is I simply lifted on this side, and I was able to take this out. It just holds it in place, but stays there, so you don't have to remove that bracket, because really it's a tight fit. I couldn't really even get anything down there even if I wanted to. But yeah, just pry on this up and then you'll be able to get this out, and it came out really easy, so hopefully it goes in really easy. I guess we'll see. Before we put the new one on, I just loosen this up so that way I can use the old pressure switch. And then this new one comes with two new oil seals. I'll show you where these go right now. Okay, the bigger one goes over here, and then before you put that on, just add a little power steering fluid so that way you can seal everything up, and you put that on there. There it is. And then this yellow one here actually goes in the front, and this is only so you can maneuver this back inside the car, and so there isn't any dirt or any grease or anything else that gets stuck along the way. So you put this cap on there, and then you remove it before you install it, of course. So put your cap on, and then we get our switch off. The last one, it's for here, which this one looks good. I don't think I'm going to change this, and this one's a factory seal. But this is the one that you will put, well, this is the one that you would put in there. Well, it's over here. And then you just put this back on there, and then we're good to go. Okay, and to put this back in there, it's pretty straightforward. You just end up going down like this, And then I'll see if I can get it on camera, but I really doubt it. So yeah, just push it down in there like that, and then maneuver it with your hands. Okay, I finally finished putting everything back on. I tightened this hose already down there at the bottom. Now the biggest second or third pain in the ass problem they're gonna run into is that this aftermarket hose has the pressure switch facing that way versus outward, and I have an SH. So I had to remove this. I had to split the harness that connects over here into the intake manifold and into the power steering line. You just gotta be careful if you do the same thing, because I had to cut into the outer layer of that plastic, and you just gotta be careful and not cut the wires. But anyway, it's not the best fitting hose. Maybe you'll have better luck at AutoZone or who knows where, but you can kind of see this is the way it's gonna mount. I'm gonna go ahead and go get longer bolts because this is a lot thicker than the bolts that come in here, and the bolts that go on there are not really gonna tighten everything down, so I'm gonna get maybe just slightly thicker bolts. Here's the stock one and here's the aftermarket one, and you can see that the other one, the aftermarket one, is a lot thicker, so we definitely need longer bolts. Alright, and I'm back. I ended up picking these up. These are M6 by 35 millimeters. Okay. Be sure to not over tighten them so you don't break them, because then you're gonna have a bigger pain. But it's all done. Here's the old one. And there's a new one. Mine was leaking all over the place. Damn. So to recap, you got one 14 millimeter nut that you got to remove that comes along with the line. Then you got to lift up the clamp that's down there. You can lift it up from the front. The front end part of it can lift, and then it's going to allow you to take this off. And then once it's all off, you remove the switch from the old one, which you just gotta hold it with one here and remove the switch with another one. I think it's a 17 or a 14, don't remember. And then put everything back together, get new bolts. If you have an SH, you're stuck for more work. And now time to lube up the lube. Alright guys, and she's all done. I haven't seen any leaks. It looks like it's gonna work out well. But yeah, I say on a scale of 1 to 10, I rate this like maybe like a 7 or high 8s. It's really hard to get down here, but once you're done, you're gonna be really happy that you don't see any more leaks. So next, I'm probably gonna clean this up, go to the car wash, clean everything up. Alright, so the power steering line is done, and I came out for a little drive, and I'm gonna take you guys on a quick tour around the car. For those that have seen it already, it looks pretty much the same. Really, there's nothing really different. Same old steering wheel. But yeah, now, should I try to hit VTEC real quick? Is that kind of ricey? Is that kind of lame? Yeah, no, sort of, maybe. Nah. Woo! Now, I gotta get a different exhaust. But like 500 pounds of boost right there. Alrighty, we're here, and it started raining. Full disclosure, can't turn the car off because it might not want to start. I think my battery's going out, and I had to get a jump earlier, but here it is. Woo! She is always looking so beautiful. Picture right there. Oh yeah, and the drop looks really good. These SH wheels look amazing, but I still might change them, but they look so good. And yeah, it needs paint, needs a little bit of love, but it's mine, and it's always been mine. And what do we have here? Rock, paper, and here's the other side. Not as bad, but the rust is still pretty bad. Got rust here, rust there, rust everywhere. And let's look at the power steering line. Ignore this. Oh yeah, check out the projector headlights. Woo! Well, they're actually retrofits, but oh, my phone. 2JZ, nope. H22, no shit. Put this on here. And we got the tri-Y header. Power steering is holding up really good. I haven't seen any leaks. That's peeking here, and it's still there. Yeah, I think we did it, boys and girls. So we're all done for today. Let's put this hood back down. All right, so one last look at the car before we go. Yeah, but thanks so much for watching, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video of the Prelude. I think I might put the other wheels. I really don't know. I have a carbon fiber hood, carbon fiber trunk. I'm trying to figure out what to do. But honestly, this year's the year that this car's gonna get painted, completely redone, maybe in the next month or two. I really don't know. More to come on that. But thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye.